Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. Man, I have got a juicy tip for you guys today. I can't believe I'm gonna give this secret away, but I'm gonna give you guys one of my long held secrets. Also a secret of a lot of shallow water flippers. I'm gonna share with you guys the secret of the silver craw, and I'll tell you a little bit about how to fish it. And actually getting ready to head up to Stockton Lake. I got an on-the-water lesson this morning. Going to be a great day of bush flipping, probably flipping some of these craws at some point. And by the way, if you guys are interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Randy Block, a professional angler. Shoot me a private message and I'll give you all the details about a lesson. Okay guys, so let's talk about this. Like I said, I've got a pretty big bag of tricks that I've never talked about before, and I throw one out once in a while. This is another one of those. And this is something that I've been doing for a long time. In fact, a lot of guys in Oklahoma that fish dirty water know about this. I don't think a lot of people around the country do, but this is one bait that I've kept under wraps for a long time. And like I said, a few people know about it, not very many though. And then that is the silver craw, just the old silver crawdad. You can see this is just bright silver like this. Now guys, here's the key with this silver craw. This silver craw is dynamite in the summer months. It's like, you know, I've caught a few fish on it any times other than the summer, but this thing shines in the summer almost better than about any type of soft plastic bait that you can pitch or flip. This, like I said, there's a lot of different variations. I'm not even sure. This is like just a generic crawdad. There's several different companies that make this thing. But the main thing is just a clear with silver flake on there. It's very shady looking. And the thing about this is, even though it's like a clear silver looking thing, almost like a translucent, this is a muddy water bait. This is a bait that I use in water visibilities under 2 feet. And if the water temperature is over 80 degrees, that's my key go-to on this particular thing. And it's because that's a lot of times in the summertime, like if you get in those type of areas, which are traditionally like the upper ends of the creeks, river sections like that. Sometimes if you have flooded water where there's some fresh, dirty water coming in the lake, that's when you have the dirty water. And a lot of times when you're dealing with dirty water in those particular areas, you also have a lot of those threadfin shad, sometimes gizzard shad, that move up into that shallow water. And you can see them a lot of times in the summertime. If you get like back in the back of a creek, you'll see a lot of threadfin shad in that real hot, shallow water. And that is when the silver craw is dynamite here. Now, most of the time I'm using this thing on a 5/16 ounce sinker. One of the things I do with this thing is you can't buy an unpainted sinker anymore. So I'll take a 5/16 ounce tungsten and I take my knife and I'll scrape all the paint off of it to make it silver where it matches on this. Pitch it on 25-pound test Seaguar and Vizex line with a 4/0 straight shank Gamakatsu flipping hook on it. And it's the same thing that you'd flip any other bait. It's like any place you'd flip a jig or a beaver or brush hog or anything like that. That is when the silver craw works. And also one of the best places to fish the silver craw is if you got shallow flooded willow trees or bushes in the summertime. This is just dynamite here. But this is a staple. This is well known in Oklahoma. They've been using this thing for years down there, and that's really why I learned about it down at Grand Lake 35 years ago. This bait's been around forever, man, and I've taken it and I've done really good all across the country with it. I've also used it as a jig trailer sometimes, but man, when the situation's right, it'll outproduce about any other color that I've seen in the summertime. So guys, this is just one of those baits. This is a quick video here. This is one of those baits I've kept under wraps for a long time. This summer, if you're in a pitching and flipping situation, you got some dirty water, go find you some of these silver craws here and give it a try, see what you think about it. I know you guys are going to get some good bites on it. So it may sound like a quick tip here, guys, but I'm telling you, right, this is some juice right here. This is some juice that you need to trust me on, and you need to try this thing like here. I hesitated doing this video on this thing, but here you go. You guys can thank me later for it. So we'll talk to you guys later. See you.